become a music producer because I wanted to. You know how I became a music producer?
How was that?
DBC used to come from Middletown and spend the night with me at Noble Drew Plaza, on Mother Gaston Lot, and fall asleep at night. And I used to get on his equipment. That's how I became a music producer. I became a music producer because I had things in my head that I wanted to hear, and white engineers couldn't give it to me and all of that. I never wanted to become, even when I'm making my new stuff right now, I think I do a decent job. But man, when you hear something I get on that somebody else made, like I got played out right now, I smoke it. Because I'm like, yo, they made that. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody else do that? I'm like, oh, I'm in. Because I don't have to think about it's something to that. Large Professor can do it. Pete Rock can do it. I'm not them. So Pete Rock can make a beat and know how he gonna spit and be right. Large Professor can make a beat and know how. Me, I make a beat, I might not even want it for me. But Paul make a beat, I'll kill it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm doing that. I'm carving that niche, but I'm carving that niche in a very natural way. And then part of it, of being me, becomes an attraction, right? Which how later on I become a music executive. It's just people liking me, people liking Daddy-O, the way that I am, how I handle it, my ability to decipher and maneuver and all those type of things. Nothing against nobody else. It's just who I am.
Now let's talk about some of your influences, because you definitely brought a lot of people in the game that people don't know about.
Right.
Me and you talked about Kadar.
Right.
We talked about the whole Little Kim and
Right.
So let's bring them.
So again, a lot of this story goes back to the Ansar community.
Right.
I'm in the Ansar community. Kedar is in the Ansar community. And when he's in the Ansar community, people say, you need to meet Kedar. Because I was kind of sort of like the scientific guy, explaining stuff and breaking stuff down. He was a traditional Muslim, knew Quran. He knew Arabic thoroughly. He was leading prayers and stuff. But they were like, man, you and Kedar are kind of the same from a different side of the coin. So once I met him, it really did click. And so we went on to be like brothers. My first experiences in hip hop is with Kedar. I wrote, after listening to those tapes, I wrote some rhymes for his friend. And his friend didn't perform it well. And that's when I started writing rhymes for myself. So Kedar's right there at the beginning of hip hop, but then he goes to school, right? He goes to school. He goes to Wilberforce in Ohio Central, and then he ends up getting his undergrad later on at UNC. So he goes to school. I go on to make this music career. In the beginning, he wasn't with it,
Right.
but then later on, he saw what it was like, and he got involved.
And how did y'all reconnect later on?
No, we didn't reconnect. We were always connected.
Okay.
People always thought we were brothers. We were always connected. It's just that he was doing what he was doing. I was doing what I was doing. And then later on, he comes back and asks me to manage him. Not manage him. Asking me, could he manage me? At that time, I'm with Rush. They doing Francesca Spiro. I'm talking about a lot of people that passed away. Francesca Spiro, who passed away, she was handling my career over there. And Kedar asked management. Fran cried. She showed me the books and said, look, I'm making you all this money. Why? And I'm like, oh, this is my brother. He knows me better. All of those particular things. I don't know. Later on in hindsight, I'm saying, man, this was Kedar trying to get in the business. He was going to get in the business anyway. Right. I brought him in the business totally. I mean, he was blind musically. He wasn't doing anything musically. He comes in as my manager first, then Stetsasonics manager for a small period of time, not a long period of time, but for a small period of time. And then later on, me and him become partners when we moved to Brooklyn and we do Okie Doke music and we begin to do some things together. He's my manager, but we got a production company together and all of those particular things. So I brought him in the business. I brought Un in the business, Lance Rivera, because his brother, Just, lived next door to me. And Just was just my man that lived next door. And then he was like, yo, you should meet my brother Un. He got some ideas for music, which a lot of people don't know. Un's a genius, but nobody's ever seen it. I seen it. Because his original idea for Junior Mafia is so mind-blowing that even if we did it today, it would blow people's mind. He had the greatest idea. We ended up doing, I'm telling you, a 16th. with Junior Mafia of what he had as an idea. But it's all on those kids. It's on C's, it's on Kim. It's all on them not living Un's vision. And I'll say that. I'm very clear on that. But I brought Un in the business. He started coming around. He told me he wanted to do Junior Mafia. He said, man, you know, you ever see them little kids that run around here with Big? He said, yeah, I want to make a group out of them. I said, can they rap? He said, I don't care if they can rap. I'm going to make a group out of them. And we put together, he said, the little girl Kim can rap. I know she can, but the rest of them, I don't know if they can rap or not. But we're going to do it together. And we formulated Junior Mafia. Shopped it a little bit, but Craig Callaman at Atlantic took the deal. So I did that. Bunch of people.
You records on that album?
Yeah. I made a few records on that album, and I got and directed them.
You were telling me if you look back at hindsight 2020, if you could do things over, you would have.
If I look back hindsight 2020, I have a piece of everything because I was I'm a nice guy.
Right.
That I was like, I didn't ask for no. You know how we came in here and you say, hey man, here's the release.
Right.
That's what I should have did.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The same way, you know, because you got to cover yourself.
Right.
So you could do all this interview with Daddy-O, don't get a release, do it, let it go, and then I'm like, oh, I'm suing you, da, da, da. And it's not a lawsuit thing I'm talking about, but if I was smart, I just would have took percentages of everything I did when I went along.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do that.
How much were you involved with the Junior Mafia?
I made Junior Mafia with Un. I made Junior Mafia. Biggie didn't make Junior Mafia. Big was the co-signer for us to get in. Because every time we shopped them, all people said to us was, is Big down? And we said, yeah, he's down. And that's all they needed to hear. But we made Junior Mafia together. We crafted it. Like I said, Un had a great vision, and I was the music producer and the music business mind around how to get it done. So I made it. But like I said, you know, this is what happened with me and them. It was a lot of street business. So by the time Un went and got the deal at Atlantic, I remember I went up there one day and, you know, him and Jacob in the front office, it's all good. And I go in the back and Troy and them got their shirt off and they shooting dice in the back. And I was like, man, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't supposed to be bringing Fulton Street here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just let it go. You know what I mean? I took a little check for the production I had did. I never got any points. I just went on. You know? And I did the same thing with a lot of people. I got De La Soul their deal. And Paul just brought me a demo and said, I don't know what to do. You in the business, I'm not.
So is this during the Stetsasonic?
This is during the Stetsasonic time. I just saw Maceo from De La, and he said, man, I keep telling people De La's not from the native tongues. De La Soul is from Stetsasonic. They used to sit in the studio. They were there when we made Talking All the Jazz. They were there when we made most of those records. De La was just little boys that used to sit in the studio. It was Paul's homeboys from Long Island that used to sit in the studio. And so they made this demo with Plug Tuning on it, and I lost my mind when I heard it. And I went and I had three, this is the first time I ever even administrated a bidding war. Because not only did I let Monica Lynch from Tommy Boy hear it, I let Joe Weber, another guy that passed away, Joe Weber from Ireland hear it, and also Seymour Stein, who had signed Ice-T and through George Hinojosa, I had let Seymour Stein hear it, who signed Ice-T and Madonna. And everybody was ready to give big money. But Monica moved so quick, the next thing I knew, them boys was signed to Tommy.
What was big money at that time?
100 grand, 200 grand.
Right, because you said y'all signed for 4,000.
Yeah,
so
100 grand, 200 grand, yeah.
And so, I'm a little lost because if you shopping it, how did Monica get to the group?
I gave it to him, but Monica got through the group because again, man, I'm Mr. Honest Guy. Hindsight's 2020, I probably would be, you know, whatever. But I'm Mr. Oh, Paul brought me this tape, and I know those are Paul's friends that's been in the studio with us. You know, big mouth. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you know, I
not thinking. Really.
Yeah, I would have been. Yeah, you know, I'll let you know who they are later on. You know, just check this out.